so much fucked up shit to get into.
Stinkers.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey. Here with my buddy Cal Donjala.
Hey, everybody.
Cal, I got a greasy Swedish fish hand.
That's sticky.
Jacob from Matera, get some of that fish grease, baby.
Oh, my God. Now it's wet.
Bing bong.
Great to see you guys again. Oh, I went to shake hands with a guy this week, and he refused to shake my hand, and he's like, I'm not being rude. He's like, I just sucked my fingers.
What the fuck?
He had been eating, you know those like Cajun chips?
Yeah.
He had been eating those. He sucked his fingers, and then I walked in the room just after he finished sucking his fingers. I thought it was very kind of him to tell me that.
What about the bump? Why not a fist
He
bump?
did. He gave me an elbow bump.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's very
You don't need to tell
commendable.
people you sucked your fingers.
Well, then he went and sucked it in front of me. Very funny guy.
Did it make your wiener move?
No, it made his move though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, self-sucker.
Yeah.
Any other notable handshakes recently?
I don't think so. I've been looking for a black guy to shake hands with.
I saw a pretty cool black guy handshake recently.
Really?
With the classic. Yeah, this was a big thing. I don't know if you noticed this when you lived in L.A., but the West Coast slap with the snap at the end.
Oh, that is
like
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, like the...
the
I
one,
never, yeah.
two, and then snap at the end.
I never did the snap.
I'm left-handed. My right hand snap isn't great, so I never, I gave it the college try.
Yeah.
But eventually, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't participate in the snap.
He's waiting for you to snap. Damn. That's cool. Were you on the West Coast or was he visiting?
I think this was in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
That's like I don't know where anybody came from there. I don't know where any of these handshakes are from. It didn't look like he rode a horse into town. You've been seeing horses?
I do. I see them every day.
Do you?
There's this. Oh man, on the. You guys might even pass it when you come to my house in a couple weeks. But there's a little ranch off the side of the road that I live off of, and there's one horse and a donkey.
Nice.
And anytime we pass, either my wife or I say they're friends. It's fun to say.
I like hearing it.
Yeah.
I saw a horse the other day. Where was I? Not far. I feel like I'm close to Horseyville now.
Yeah?
Yeah, once you're outside of the city, it's like fucking you're not far from Horseyville.
Flip that fucking coin.
What's the population in Horseyville?
One donkey, one horse. They're friends.
They're neighbors.
Yes, Jay.
Yeah, we're talking.
I almost said Jay.
Feed me a carrot, you can say whatever you want.
Oh my God! Do you like them steamed or you like them raw?
Chopped. But steamed, yes.
Okay. I do like that.
What do you think? Should we flip this motherfucker?
Flip the coin.
Let's flip this motherfucker. Let's see what's going on. You know, we didn't get a chance for me to talk about. I want to talk about the Jokers. Got to hang out with the Joker.
Oh my God.
Not today though.
Wow.
Not this episode. I lost the flip.
I want to hear the Gatto stories. I want to hear the Gatto files. Because I know you're a convicted Gatto file.
Guilty. This is my. I lost, but I'm still going to do the presentation.
Okay.
I'm still
I
going
like
to do
that.
this.
Honorable man.
Nice.
You guys got your passports?
I don't know.
We're heading north. We're going over the border.
Eh?
Yeah, we're just going for some French fries and gravy.
Ooh,
Wow.
little poutine.
We're heading to Montreal.
Whoa.
We're heading to Montreal to cover a fella named Maurice Mom Boucher.
I like it.
Are you guys familiar with this guy?
No, but I like his name. It seems like it really slid off of your tongue.
Mom Boucher?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom Boucher is nice to say.
Uh-huh.
So it's a guy and his nickname's Mom?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
All
how you
right.
know he's evil.
Yeah.
He's Canada's most notorious Hell's Angel.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is Maurice Mom Boucher and the Quebec Biker War.
Is Canadian Hell's Angels, is that spelled EH !GELS?
Hey. This shit really
You
blew
know,
my
I think
mind.
someone on the Patreon requested this
Yes,
guy.
this was a request from the Patreon.
Oh, hell yeah.
I found this on the Patreon suggestion list.
Nice.
So if you're not a patron, become a patron, and maybe we'll cover your suggestion. This is insane. This is like one of the most craziest fucking stories I've ever read. The fact that I've never heard of this, I'm a big Sons of Anarchy guy. I don't know
excited.
about you guys. Did you guys watch Sons of Anarchy?
In passing, my wife was hot and horny for the one guy, so
that
I grew to hate it.
Jax Teller, of course, yeah.
No, the Beauty and the Beast fellow.
Was she really into Ron Perlman?
No, she was. That's got to be devastating. You find out your wife's squirting the Ron Perlman.
She's sitting on a Sibian this far from the TV when you get home.
Are you watching Hellboy again?
She's writing Hellgirl in cursive.
You go and touch the TV. It's still warm.
Hellboy plus Hellgirl equals love. So this all takes place in Quebec. This is all
Beautiful province.
spoken by French in French Canadian.
Holy shit.
So have that in the back of your mind that all these motherfuckers are speaking French Canadian. It just doesn't add up to me to be a tough gangster while you're speaking French.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, oui, un petit Beyoncé. Doesn't that
Dude,
not add up?
I see it the other way. I think Canadians, they're forced to grow up in a harsh way. And I think there's a certain grit that comes with pairing Canadian toughness with the in Canadian province or French provinces.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Ugly language. They say it's a language of love. I think it's an ugly language.
Jake, I agree. I think Spanish should be the language of love.
I agree. Spanish, Italian.
I think
It's a little whiny.
You think French is just kind of just there's like an air of superiority involved with it, or you think the mouth sounds are gross?
It sounds like vomiting a lot. I think, yeah, like I think German's hotter than.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I might walk that back later. I might regret saying that, but
Jake, you just like girls that can carry 8 beers at once. Just admit it, man.
I can't be made of that. Well, Maurice Boucher was born in, and I apologize in advance to any of our French Canadian listeners. There's a lot of names that I'll be fucking up.
Let them rip.
Quasapasco, Quebec, Canada.
Can I give it a shot?
Yeah.
I think I can pronounce. Where is it?
dude, the confidence you have. I got to try it now. Say, hold on.
Quasapscow. That's what I'll go with. Quasapscow. Quasapscow.
That's better than me.
Quasapscow.
Quasap skull.
Yeah,
Well,
I will.
that's
I will
We sound
have
like
butter.
French Canadian Budweiser frogs.
Did I tell you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to go off a tangent. I know
No,
there's
no.
a lot. One time I was riding NJ Transit back from New York City to Philly, and this guy got on the train. It just got on the 30th or whatever the big station is, Penn Station. He goes, "Oh, excuse me, si coques? Si coques?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, man. I don't speak French." And he goes, and the thing goes, "Next stop, Secaucus." I was like, "Fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot."
He was saying it perfectly.
Yeah, he was saying it as clear as day. And I was like, "Sorry, man, don't speak French."
Sorry, man. I actually don't respect you or your country.
Ugly language.
Learn how to speak Jersey, dildo.
Yeah.
It's Secaucus. I mean, it is his fault for being from there. His family moved to a historically poor neighborhood in inner city Montreal when he was 2 years old, and that town was called Hochelaga Maisonneuve. Again, I apologize. I'll be apologizing more than I did in bed the entire last year. His father, Albert, was a construction worker, and his mother, Claire, was a stay-at-home mom with him and his 7 siblings. Family of 8 children. Family of 10.
Wow.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Father was an alcoholic, classic for a lot of our stinkers. Beat the wife, beat the kids.
Call it self-defense.
He was considered a severe man who tolerated no lip from his children.
Wow.
Which, I'm starting to get lip.
Congrats, man.
And I don't know if I'm going to be tolerating it. There is something romantic about a dad back in the day that is like, you know not to fucking give any lip to.
Yeah.
The 60s and 70s in Montreal, the construction was run by a union boss called Andre Dede Desjardins.
Them Dede's kids.
He was the king of construction, but they said it in French. He had mafia ties, and he would eventually become Montreal's most successful loan shark. After he left the construction business, he would charge 52% interest.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
And he was loaning to poor and desperate people.
Yeah.
This is the dad or
This is the construction boss that was running most of the construction.
Wow.
The union boss, rather. This is Day Day. This is Day Day's kids. So Maurice grew up in a world just filled with violence. Like, he's accustomed to that. Violence and corruption, Not a great student, not the worst. Dropped out at grade 9. Never spoke a lick of English, so anytime we picture him speaking and being a badass, motherfucker speaking French. His first crime was April 1973 when he stole $200 from a dépanneur, which is a bodega or a poppy store or a convenience store.
Convenience.
A dépanneur. And yes, that's the star of My Father, the Hero, who pissed openly in the airplane a few years ago. 20 years ago, I don't know. In July 1974, Maurice started working construction, only lasted a week and was fired for drinking and drugging. And he quickly turned to crime to support his drug habit. He served 6 months after being busted for 3 B&Es in fall of 1974. Around this time, his girlfriend, Diane LeBlanc, got preggers, and I believe that would have been with his daughter. They had 2 kids together,
Yes,
one son, one daughter.
Yeah. Daughter.
Pardon me?
His daughter.
I'm sorry. Oui. And the drugs he was doing, booze and weed constantly, and he would fuck around with some LSD, some coke, some amphetamines, some fucking heroin. Man. This guy's doing it all. He was one time interviewed by a police psychologist early on when he was arrested, who concluded that Boucher had no emotional empathy. So from the jump, this guy is kind of a badass that doesn't really feel bad about
doing anything bad.
Yeah. This is probably a result of his abusive childhood, obviously. This police interviewer called him a cold-hearted individual who regarded violence as an acceptable behavior.
Do you think somebody being that cold-hearted has anything to do with them living in the Great North?
Yes. This is all mind-blowing to me because the Canadian stereotype is, and I suppose that is just all the other provinces. Have you ever been to Canada?
Yeah, in Niagara Falls.
Okay, that's where I've been as well. That's Ontario, right?
I think so.
Yeah. You're our resident Quebecois.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to Montreal, but I have been to Quebec, and I don't remember much about the local population because it was an abandoned ski town. I was just surrounded by dance moms and Jean-Benet Ramses.
What what city was it?
Mount Saint-Sauveur.
Okay. Do you know how far it was from Montreal by any chance?
I do not.
And what year it was when you were there?
1999, I believe.
Oh,
or 97 or 98. The year Princess died.
Okay.
Them dad kids.
You were there when this shit was happening.
Let me look up the exact date.
Whoa, that's
when
spooky.
This Quebec biker war was happening. It was when he was on his.
That's so crazy. When he was on
his family trip
on the what do they call it? The competition.
The circuit.
The circuit.
Yeah, when he was running the circuit.
August 97.
Yeah.
bro, that's like was like maybe the hottest moment of this fucking biker war. Anyway, and also all the dates in all of my researching is in Canada form. So it's 5 November 1975.
Okay.
He's caught doing an armed robbery and with a freaking handgun, or I think he had a rifle on this one.
Finger gun?
Sentenced to 40 months
Wow.
for that. That's his first time doing 40 months. He was robbing a butcher shop for less than $140, and he got 40 months because he had a gun
Holy
doing
shit.
Robbing a butcher shop. What was their beef?
it. Now we're talking.
Yes.
Now we are in the pocket.
What was their buff?
Yeah. Le Bouffe. December 1978, he performed a series of home invasions with his little brother Christian.
Oh,
Now it's a family affair.
that's cool.
Oh.
Him and his bro doing some more B&Es. They
Beating these damn kids.
they did beat up the homeowner on one of these, and he was arrested but didn't serve any serious time for that one. And he claimed to quit hard drugs
Okay.
at this time after he's sentenced for this.
Interesting.
1978, he says he quit hard drugs, which I assume is the coke and the heroin.
Yeah. Well, he got introduced to Quaaludes, I assume. And,
Yeah, that's soft
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
July 1979, he got a job working in a plastic factory where he worked for 4 years, and that was his longest legit job of his entire life.
Working for a plastic company.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. He got microplastics all up in that.
Oh, I can't imagine how many little specks are up in his nutsack.
Oh man, that's one of my goals is to just see how heavy I can make my nuts this year with microplastics.
You weigh them at a counter. Put a matchbook underneath the...
Did I see you shredding credit cards and trying to stuff them down your pee hole last night? Mike, go to bed.
You want to see Chinese ladies trying to fucking gather up my balls? Take them to the weigh station.
He was still committing home evasions after he was, even though he had this job, and was arrested for another one in December of 81.
Okay.
Those charges were dropped after the victim refused to testify.
Ooh.
That always was odd to me that if victims are afraid to testify, everything's out the window.
Yeah, like it shouldn't
not
just be that
happen?
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, do I really have to go show my face? And
Yeah.
but I mean, if the victim doesn't want us to move forward because of an intimidation factor, then I guess their hands are tied, which is what I assume was the case in this one.
Yeah.
If you fucking tell anybody about this, I'll fucking, I know where you live, I'll come kill you. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Have you guys ever been a scalet to go to court for somebody?
I only ever had to go to court for somebody when I got in a car accident, and it was my fault, but I think the guy that I hit might have had drugs in the car.
Nice.
So I had to appear in court. I didn't actually have to take the stand or anything. I guess whatever. He took a plea deal.
Okay.
But he did see me coming in, and I did catch a dirty look.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What a
Fuck
piece of
you.
shit.
Yeah, sorry I ran that red light and you spilled your Chinese food all over your car. Well, you shouldn't have been driving around with drugs, buddy. And I was smart enough to throw my drugs in the dumpster before the cops got there. In 1982, Boucher joins the SS, which was a white supremacist motorcycle gang comprised of working class guys simply opposed to non-white immigration. That was their message. That's it.
We don't like. I guess more rational than hating everybody, or is it more irrational?
I was going to say, is it hating everybody from the jump? Because it's like any kind of non-white person you're then going after, right?
And like, do you really want these Swedes coming up in here? You know?
Just to clarify from earlier, that ski town that I was in was northwest of Montreal, and I had to have been in Montreal. I had to have flown in there and driven northwest to it, so
Wow.
not far.
Yeah, you experienced Montreal during the middle of the Quebec biker war, dude. Like, there's a chance you could have seen an explosion happen.
Wow.
This was like serious car bomb, IRA-esque
Whoa,
fucking
shit.
warfare that was going on in Quebec.
The only thing exploding there were unhinged moms because their 3-year-olds didn't win the pageant.
The whole fucking thing still weirds me out.
I mean, that's still the headline during that time. You're right.
Yeah.
These angry dance.
That's what
moms.
he's saying in court. Mom Boucher is like, yeah, you should have been here when they were having those beauty pageants. It's like, woof.
You've never seen a mom explode as such. So the SS, their thing was just they were just beating up brown people that they would see around town with the aim that they would move back to their home countries.
Yeah.
That was
Just hopeful.
that was like when they got together, it wasn't like, hey, let's sell guns, let's sell drugs.
Yeah.
You know, it was, hey, you guys ready to go beat up some fucking guys we see that are a different skin color?
Crazy in an area that's so poutine heavy, you're trying to get rid of the gravy.
Oh, man. Hey, I know I told you guys that I bought some gravy last night.
What did you put in it?
It just so happens my lady made mashed potatoes today.
No way.
And what a fucking combination. Yeah, I'll fill in the other people who don't know about my gravy purchase last night. I ordered a cheesesteak from a hoagie shop, and for whatever reason, they offered sides of gravy. And I was like, $1.50 for a cup of gravy.
Pretty
I'll
good.
find something to dip in there.
Damn.
And
On a gravy whim.
and I ate half my cheesesteak before I even remembered I had the gravy.
Yeah.
But you know what I dipped in there?
What'd you put in there?
Salt and pepper chips.
Those are good.
Which is
Ooh,
like,
that's
yeah,
good.
I'm halfway to poutine there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was getting me in the mood for my little Canadian presentation. We're just going over the border for some French fries and gravy, officer. You guys remember that from Superbad? No, Super Troopers. So that was the SS's thing. They were just beating up guys with the hopes that they would move back to their home country until Normand Biff Hamill suggested maybe dealing drugs would be more profitable than beating up brown guys. And the guys really took to that.
Yeah.
They started selling
Like, we can
drugs.
make money.
This is around this time Boucher befriended a man by the name of Salvatore Cazzetta, who was also an SS member. Boucher, Mom Boucher, had an arch enemy basically from the time he started his B&Es.
Was Salvatore Bruschetta in the was his SS the Sazish squad?
It's actually the Scungili squad. So this entire time that Mom Boucher is growing to be the most powerful biker of all time in Canada, he's got an arch nemesis on the Montreal PD, Commander Andre Bouchard, who is like they're cat and mouse for decouades.
Yeah. He sounds very by the book.
Yeah, never go full Bouchard.
Quite the opposite, Jake. He's a
on take?
foul mouth old school cop. Straight in the sense that he's not on the take, but his method of policing is an old school method where he'd rather beat the shit out of this biker,
Yeah.
tell him, don't do that shit again, don't let me catch you doing that shit again, as opposed to sending them to trial, wasting the crown's money, sending them to jail. Let's just nip it in the bud. I'll beat the shit out of this guy.
Yep.
Hopefully he starts acting right.
Real renegade.
Yeah. Which I think that style of policing could maybe deserve a comeback in some cases. So the Hells Angels at this point are looking to expand into the rest of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The first Hells Angels Canada chapter opened in Montreal in 1977. They were a motorcycle club known as the Popeyes, who Bouchard would fucking eat spinach and go fight. And they were the first patched over chapter of the Hells Angels. They came up from the U.S. They're like, you guys are now going to be Hells Angels. And a patch over, something I learned from Sons of Anarchy. It's really incredible how much of Sons of Anarchy is in this biker war. I remember watching that show thinking, like, this is fine, slop television, but, like, there's no way this shit was fucking real. No, Kurt Sutter was on his fucking shit, dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was... I feel like he got a lot of his stories from this. So I'm a fucking idiot. As leaders of the SS, Cazetta and Boucher,
Yeah.
they would be eligible to become Hell's Angels because of their, status and leadership.
That's got to be exciting.
Yeah. And that's kind of like, there's all these puppet clubs that the Hells Angels would start, and with the guise of, not that kind of puppet club.
Damn.
Not the kind of puppet club I've seen you in your private videos.
Said you owe us $32,000 for all the crank you took. I said, why don't you come take it out of my ass?
It would be my pleasure to take it out of your. I'm sorry, I got really into your puppet show.
Yeah. I've been rejected from those puppet clubs.
In March of 1985, the Montreal Hells Angels was separated into two chapters: Sorel in the south
Okay.
and Laval in the north. The southern chapter, Saval, thought that the Laval chapter in the north was putting too much of the product up their noses, and they also accused, they thought that they ripped off the Nova Scotia chapter to the tune of roughly $100,000.
It's got to be hard not to. Like, imagine having access to that much cocaine.
Like,
And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, Scout's honor. Okay.
yeah,
Scout's in my damn nose.
Yeah.
So many fucking Scouts honors right now.
Also, it's like, how did these guys get separated into the goody two shoes that don't want to do coke, and then all the cokeheads were at the other chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were deeper into the woods and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something. One time I went camping in California, and you think like, oh, maybe some mushrooms, some weed, some beer when you go on a camping trip. Somebody brought coke, and I was like,
That's tough, man.
I was like, that might be a problem, buddy.
Yeah.
You leave
Coke
a-
in the woods
You
is
leave a cabin behind.
so. In order to handle the other chapter wasting all this profit by putting it up their nose, the South chapter threw a party and invited the members of the North chapter. 5 members attended the party and were ambushed upon arrival. Their bodies were found months later
Holy
at the bottom of
shit.
the St. Lawrence River, wrapped in sleeping bags tied to weightlifting plates.
At least they were warm, Jimmy.
They were 0-degree bags. Good on them. Dude, to their own guys.
That's
To
crazy.
their own fucking biker brothers.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 of them.
That's not good.
Yeah.
They would have got my ass.
This became known as the Lennoxville Massacre, and was considered pretty cringe even as far as the criminal underworld goes. A lot of members were like, holy shit, that's like
Yeah.
over, like mafia people were like, Jesus Christ, can you believe what they did to their own guys?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, once you're like made in the mafia, they're untouchable, right? Like there's
That's what they
supposedly.
say,
So-
yeah.
Unless you do something egregious.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe a little talking to before you give them a fucking fish nap. But hey, I don't speak French Canadian, you know? So this event, once it spread, it made Quebec's Hells Angels chapters notorious. People are now like, holy shit, these guys are for real. This impressed Boucher that they killed their own guys, but he thought they didn't go far enough and they should have killed the other 3 members of that chapter.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is when Mom Boucher stopped using drugs in total. This is when he just started drinking only beer, stopped doing drugs because he got a clear message from this that if he's fucking around, he's liable to be killed by these guys. Cazetta, on the other hand, his other buddy in the SS, he found this ambush to be an unforgivable breach of the biker brotherhood,
Yeah.
which
That's where I kind of.
yeah, I've always been more of a Cassetta in that way, you know? So this is where Boucher and Cazetta split. They're boys in the SS, and now this is where they split. Mom goes to the Angels, and Cazetta started his own club with his brother Giovanni called the Rock Machine Motorcycle Club, which would be
That's cool.
the main opponent of the Hells Angels in the Quebec Biker War.
That's a tough name. The
Rock Machine,
Motorcycle
yeah.
Club. Knife guy, chick fuckers.
Yeah, knife guy chick fuckers. That's what their bottom patch says.
Ooh, boys, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks.
Mm-hmm.
The big game's almost here. You guys know what big game I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jake. And there's no better way to cash in than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Close the season out with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Boys, like we were just talking about before I popped off here, I was getting a little freaky on Prize Picks the last couple of weeks, man, and I was really enjoying my damn self, man. And dude, there were two punters that I picked more on their total punts, and that was the first time that I would ever played with punts. And brother, let me tell you, it won't be the last time that I play with punts, Jake.
Play with them punts, Mike.
All right, let me take off my belt real quick, Jake. But Jake, Prize Picks now has early payouts. Cash out your winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks even lets you see friends' lineups, send them your picks, or copy and paste their picks into your lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code STINKERS, that's STINKERS, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code STINKERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
I don't know how much you guys know about the motorcycle world. You become a hang-around is how you start. They'll let you come in the club. Hey, get me a beer. Hey, do this. Hey, do that.
Yeah.
So that's the lowest level of trying to become a full member. And then if they like you and they don't kill you, you can become a prospect, which is when you become, even more of a fucking go-getter. You're there way more than a hang-around.
Okay.
And you get to wear the colors without the full patch on it. So it's just like a logo, and it says prospect at the bottom.
Yeah.
Do either of you guys know if you're a hang-around, like, do you get to wear what you want? Can you wear sweatpants? Can you wear jams? Can you wear a tube top?
I'm thinking it would be a denim situation
Like,
on the bottom.
This is hang-around outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, go get me a beer, Scroat.
Scroat was my favorite character from Sons of Anarchy.
Are you thinking of Half Sack?
Was that really a
Half
guy?
Sack was the name of the prospect. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He killed himself in real life.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry, man. We were on such an upswing there. September 1984. Mom Boucher, he's not nicknamed Mom quite yet, but Boucher rapes a 16-year-old girl while he holds a gun to her head. Starting to think this guy's not so good. He's convicted for sexual assault, serves another 40 months, which is crazy that that's the same sentence he got for robbing a butcher shop
I was going to
of
say
$140.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Only 40 months for that type of crime is insane,
Oh, I'm sorry.
especially with priors.
I forgot I had 2 columns. No.
I like this. This is in-depth work.
While he was in prison for these 40 months, he somehow collected unemployment.
I like this guy.
How do you collect unemployment when you're in prison?
He didn't even have a job before this. And the checks were going to the jail.
Awesome.
Yeah. It wasn't until he almost got out that a clerk was like, we're sending these to a fucking prison. So after he gets out in 1986, shortly after he gets out, he joins the Hells Angels, and he moves up the ranks pretty quickly as a result of the tumultuous time that the late 80s were for the Quebec Hells Angels. 39 Hells Angels had been sent to prison after Yves Apache Trudeau had turned Crown's evidence, a.k.a. state's witness. That's what they call it up there. Everything's
I like
a little
that.
wackier
That's
up
kind
there.
of nice, though.
Yeah.
Crown's evidence.
Crown's evidence is cool.
So, yeah, this guy turned state's witness, sends 39 angels to jail.
Oh.
Another top angel had been killed in the Lennoxville massacre. Another was convicted for ordering the massacre. And the
Massacre for the table.
Yeah.
actually, should we get 2 massacres? And the national president of Canada's Hells Angels, Michael Sky Langlois, fled to Morocco to escape first-degree murder charges stemming from the massacre.
Morocco, what a choice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, what year was this?
86.
I was gonna say if he waited till 91, he probably had Latin fever,
This is when
Egyptian AIDS, Moroccan AIDS.
if you remember Biff Hamill from earlier, this is
do.
when he joins the Angels. Or he joins shortly before Boucher, rather, and he was his sponsor to get in. May of 1987, Mom becomes full patch member of the Montreal chapter, which is the oldest and most prestigious chapter in Canada.
Nice.
3 days, he's patched over as a full member 3 days after the murder of a rival leader of the Death Riders.
Ooh, that's
Martin
another
Hunnell.
solid name.
So there's no confusion here. The writing's on the freaking wall, man. They told him to kill this guy, and if you do, you'll be a fucking full member of the Hells Angels. So there's no proof. There's no actual bodies
Yeah.
for Mom Boucher. Like, none of these murders that happened during the war are necessarily him pulling the trigger. Perhaps he never did. Perhaps he
boss.
ordered everything.
Yeah.
But it seems pretty cut and dry that he murdered this Death Riders president to become a Hell's Angel member.
Do you guys know if, like, when a guy is able to become a full-fledged member, if they throw him like a big party or if there's like a big ceremony?
I'm pretty sure there's a
Oh god, it's got to be so cool.
It's like becoming a fucking Elks Lodge member,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like a quinceañera for bikers.
I bet they like
There's a
put their hand
pinata.
on a book. I bet there's all that sort of shit.
Oh man.
And there's definitely somebody getting smacked with a fucking baseball bat. I can tell you that. So this Martin Hunnell, or Huneau, again, I'm not. It's not that I'm unable to pronounce French words. I'm unwilling.
Oh no, I just think you're not used to it. Like you have the physique of a Frenchman.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
I think-
and a lie.
Yeah, no, you do. I think you're very. You look like you could have. Those words could leave your tongue if you dedicated yourself.
I think so. This was just such a lot of information from the jump. I had to say it to myself, John, it's okay if you don't know how to pronounce
be
all
some
these Canadian
concessions.
words. Yeah.
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 So this Death Riders president, his murder went down while he was watching a hockey game with his girlfriend at a bar in Laval when somebody came in and shot him 3 times, and none of the witnesses would testify that it was Maurice Mom Boucher.
How many minutes in the penalty box do you think that would have been?
Yeah, you're going to be serving some time in the sin bin after that, buddy. And no French fries and gravy for you. So this guy, Martin Huneau, he had been opposed to the Death Riders working with the Angels, and now that he was gone, the Death Riders could become a puppet club for the Hells Angels.
I love that term, man.
Yeah. So this is like, and that gave them control of the drug. That gave the Angels control of the drug trade in that town, Laval. So very quickly, before he's even a member, Mom Boucher is making shit happen for the Hells Angels.
Yeah.
It's time to start the music.
I don't know the rest of
Is
the
that the
lyrics.
Muppet Show?
Yeah,
Mappé.
Un Muppet?
La Mappe.
Was one of the Muppets French?
Gonzo.
Piggy.
Biggie.
No, she had the build of an American girl.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking of Beaker.
Animal was definitely autistic.
Who's the one that does the meep?
That's Meeper, right? Isn't that his name?
There's Beaker and
Meat Mop.
his friend.
Meat Mop.
Jake, I'm not sure your parents let you watch Muppet Babies.
No, Jake, you're thinking of my wife.
There's a Swedish chef, right? That was one of them. Was that Sesame Street or was that?
That's Muppet Babies, and it's European, and that's what we're gonna take it. We're gonna go with that.
Gurgen.
Mom Boucher was a big motherfucker. He was big. He was strong. He was willing to fight anybody. He was charismatic. He was charming,
Nurturing.
and he could also get along with anybody.
Yeah.
Wasn't afraid to fight, but also, if you're not giving him a problem, you're able to get along with them. Bouchard, his arch enemy, Commander Bouchard, he would say that he's only respected out of fear
Okay.
and not actual respect.
Man, that's so confusing. Bouchard and Boucher.
I know.
God.
I will try to say Mom Boucher and Commander
you've been doing a
Bouchard.
great job with it. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Fucking thank you,
Yes,
bro.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Cool looking guy, Mom Boucher.
Oh man.
Not what I expected.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Like, doesn't exactly look like the badass. He kind of looks like your boy's dad.
Somebody
you know
who's
what I
like
mean?
at the diner, sitting on the end of the table,
Uh-huh.
kind of ordering stuff for the table. One more massacre for the.
Un petit poutine.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Where's that from?
It's Home Alone. Yeah.
I just watched it 10 times this past month. I must have been looking at my phone during that part. So Maurice Boucher earned the nickname Mom because of his attention to detail and the fact that he would pester his guys with questions to make sure they thought of everything.
He has a chore board in the house.
Who forgot to sweep up the toilet last night?
Also has a bit of a dump truck ass. Known for kissing other members on the lips. Yeah, I am getting rid of the bodies, Mom. Yes. They're in sleeping bags in the lake. I'll wear gloves.
In April of 88, the Canadian president of the Hells Angels made Mom Boucher the Quebec lieutenant of the Canadian Hells Angels. So he's like
Wow.
essentially right under the president of Canada's Hells Angels at
A
this
real
point.
rank riser.
Bro, I mean, that's 2 years into him being a member that he's already the lieutenant of Quebec.
Yeah, I'd still be cleaning cum off the pool table. So I give him a lot of credit.
Some guys are just born to be hang-arounds, man. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, you're allowed to eat the cum.
Rack 'em.
I will rack him as soon as you stop licking licking my make off the felt.
Who keeps eating all the chalk?
I think it's that blue-lipped hang-around over there. Rennie.
Hey, blue lip. Somebody threw up in the bathroom.
It was me. It's because I ate all the chalk.
Is that chalk in that throw up? What are you supposed to do with it?
Why is there a pool cue up your ass, Blue Lips?
Can somebody take me to the emergency room, please? Oh, man, being a hang-around stuff.
September 15th, or as the French would say, I am doing this for our French-Canadian fans specifically, 15 September 1989, an Outlaws clubhouse was firebombed, potentially by Mom Boucher, and the next day their leader, Darky, and you know what? This is my first time saying that. Oh my God, would you say this name?
Darky LeBlanc. Yeah, Jake, it's Darky White. I don't know what to tell you, man.
My God, dude.
I think this fucker's name is Darky LeBlanc, dude. We have a good time here at Little Stinkers. I will spell it just so people don't think. Well, no, maybe it'll make them think more that I'm racist. His name is spelled Darquie. I mean,
Quis.
Quis. I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And LeBlanc, we all know, thanks to our American hero,
God damn,
Matthew.
we got to get our hands on a Canadian phone book and just do an hour.
This is free content. Man. So the next day after the Outlaws clubhouse was firebombed, their leader, Darky LeBlanc, asked to defect to the Hells Angels, but he was not allowed because he was a full patch outlaw. They don't allow that. If you were a full patch member of a rival club, you're not allowed to join the Hells Angels. But they allowed him to be an associate, and he supplied intelligence about the outlaws to the Hells Angels to help them take over the outlaws' territory.
Okay.
You gotta have some apprehension about having a guy like that around.
A guy that flip-flopped?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the amount of, like, moles and double agents and shit in this
Oh,
fucking...
God.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
You almost want to trust the chalk eater. You know he's at least genuine. He's
He's
eat
also a
chalk.
double agent.
He's reporting back to the pool cue company.
I was about to say, yeah, to no authority other than the guy that sells them chalk.
The chalk guy's wired. He works for Brunswick.
Are you wearing a wire? He's eating the wire. Are you eating a wire?
Yeah, you want half?
Sorry, I already ate the good half. Which half is the good half, Blue Lip?
In the van, just like, I think he's digesting it. I think he's
Yeah, he ate it. Right?
yeah.
Later that year, Mom was charged with lying to a police officer, and instead of paying the $200 fine,
Uh-huh.
he served 4 months in prison, which
That's kind of nuts. You need a break. That's a guy who needs a break.
either that or it's an intel sentence,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yep.
the only thing I can
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah. That feels obvious though. Like that feels like that puts a person in danger, right?
What? Like to have eyes on you if you decide to serve time instead of
Exactly.
paying a measly fine?
Yep.
You think, but I think whatever information he wanted to get from prison
Wow, he got it.
seemed to work out. Yeah. He was released in March of 1990 for that bid. And at this time, the police had just assumed the Hells Angels were on the way out. Since 21 of their members had been convicted in the late 80s, they kind of saw them as like on the downfall, like they're not going to be
Yeah.
causing a ruckus, running drugs, all that shit. In late 1990, Mom had the Montreal Outlaws president and his right-hand man both killed.
Whoa.
In November of that year, Mom was arrested for carrying a .38, and this time he paid the $900 fine instead of serving 5 months. None of this shit adds up. $200 or 4 months. $900 or
Wow.
5 months, and it's guns are illegal in the fucking
John,
first
were
place.
you using like a French conversion chart for this?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Muzzy?
Is that the Middle Eastern finance app?
Do you remember Muzzy?
No, what is it?
You don't remember Muzzy commercials?
That's
do
not
you?
French they're speaking. Yeah.
That's Muzzy.
That's Muzzy.
That's Mignonese. Muzzy was a commercial that would come on children's channels, and it was like almost like
Man,
a Grimace.
I always
Grimace?
wanted to order Muzzy, dude.
He kind of looked like Grimace, right?
Yeah.
He's like a kind of a amorphous purple guy, monster guy.
Imagine like gritty with like a stripe, a zigzag stripe, and then maybe a horn or something, like a
Some kind of unicorn.
yeah, something fucking.
He was like a purple people eater or some shit.
yeah.
Married?
Let's just say he's a confirmed bachelor. We used to call androgynous people muzzies in grade school. Just be at the moment, be like, look at that fucking muzzy over there.
Man, that's crazy. I get called Muzzy a lot. It's really caught
Does anybody
on.
know the answer? You muzzy? What the fuck?
Mom, they're putting me in the Muzzy program. Is it like gifted? Not really.
No son of mine.
They're going to try to teach me English. Okay, so by the end of 1990, the Outlaws had been virtually driven out of Montreal
Nice.
by Mom Boucher. So within 4 years of being a Hell's Angel, He got rid of the Death Riders to take over their territory, and also basically got rid of the Outlaws, and now they've got a lot more drug territory because of this. So this guy's fucking making money for everybody,
Yeah.
including himself. He is eventually revealed to be part of a group of higher-ups within the Hells Angels hierarchy, referred to as La Table, or, if I may, La Table.
Okay.
And I think there's 5 or 6, maybe 7 members, and they all make way more. They're the ones making the fucking money. Like,
Got it.
enough for him to eventually get to what he's spending his money on. Only 10 outlaws remained after the deaths of their leaders and the right-hand man. And so they were basically like, well, fuck it. We're toast. We're not going to fight anymore. And now that they were powerless, Boucher no longer needed Darky LeBlanc.
French toast.
Thank you. Somebody got rid of LeBlanc and his brother-in-law. Their bodies were found less than 100 feet from the Sorrel Hells Angels clubhouse, and their cars were in the fucking parking lot.
Holy shit.
And when Mom Boucher was questioned about it, he simply said he didn't know either of them.
Man, this guy is really a fellow that doesn't really have a really depth of emotion.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. It's just, I never really thought this is how this kind of shit operated. Bikers are so fucking crazy and dangerous. These biker clubs. Like,
Yeah, dude. They're
It's-
fucking.
like I thought all the Hells Angels shit was kind of over after the 80s. You know what I mean? Like the real
Yeah,
fucking
you don't
bad.
think it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they moved it up north. We're going over the border for some French fries and gravy.
You think there's Mexican Hells Angels?
I believe they're called the Benditos.
The Ant Hells.
At this time, Mom Boucher is now considered one of the most powerful bikers in Quebec. He's running cocaine. He's running guns. He's loan sharking now. He's dipping his feet into a lot of other money makers. In March of 92, Mom creates the Rockers Motorcycle Club, a new puppet club for the Hells Angels.
Love these
Who would-
puppet clubs, Jake.
Yeah. They're popping off.
They would be used to commit most of the murders in the upcoming Quebec biker war.
I was just going to ask, in these puppet clubs, are there any strings attached?
My fucking man. I
That's Mike.
and to him.
Yeah.
I had a experience with a pagan puppet club.
How'd it go?
Fine, these guys lived in our neighborhood. I'm not going to give away their club name, but they were known to be a puppet club for the pagans, and it's like kind of the situation that
No
you
shit.
guys have going on. I don't know
Damn.
the level of their dirty bidding
Yeah.
that they would do for these guys. I imagine it was more weapons and drugs related. Hopefully not fucking murder. But who's to say? So that shit does exist. Like
That's
these guys
so-
had their motorcycles, had their fucking cuts on. A cut is the vest. That's the term for the vest.
Okay.
I like that.
The top rocker is the patch on the back that says the name of your club. The bottom rocker is the location of where you're from.
Nice.
And that's what full patch member is when you got all your info right there on the back. Your colors is what they call it when you wear it. Fly in your colors. That's something Bouchard would say.
And what's it start with the patches?
What do you mean?
Because you said you get you have to
Hang around?
Yeah, hang
I think at the bottom, hang-arounds don't have a vest. When you become a prospect, you can get a vest, and at the bottom it'll say prospect instead of or at the bottom or the top. I'm not sure. So maybe it would say Hells Angels Prospect at the bottom,
Okay.
and it would still have their logo in the middle. As far as I remember from my Sons of Anarchy experiences. So now that the Rockers have been established, these new biker members would be eager to do anything for the Hells Angels in hopes of one day becoming a full patch member of the Hells Angel themselves. That's kind of the, like, you do this for me, maybe one day you'll be one of us. You know what I mean? So it's the mafia made man kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is like fucking ingenious for Mom to be like. This is very chestnut checkers thinking.
Yeah.
For him to set this fucking puppet club up, for them to do their dirty bidding, and at least try to not have it connected to the Hells Angels at all. You know. In the meantime, during this, what is this? 92. Mom Boucher's son, Francis Boucher, had been becoming quite the little racist himself.
Oh, aren't you a little racist? Listen to him say it. Go ahead.
He was a member of a chapter of White Power Canada. That's their name.
Sounds very cold.
Yeah.
And it was a Quebec Ku Klux Klan youth member.
Say that 3 times fast.
Quebecois Ku Klux Klan.
He's in the QQQ.
I do have to start speeding through this. I'm sorry. July 1992, Francis Boucher organized a Nazi rally
Nice.
called the Aryan Fest 92.
Oh my God. This is the
Aryan Fest 1992. Make some noise. Are you ready to rock?
This obviously,
the White Power group, the White Power Canada sponsored this.
yeah,
Okay.
at the helm of Francis Boucher
Man.
being like the brains behind the operation.
Them and Molson.
Hey, can I get another Molson?
Imagine being a ski club up there called White Powder Canada. It's like, no.
We are in no way affiliated with the fellas down south.
That would not affect business at a ski lodge one bit. So this Aryan Fest attracted a lot of negative publicity, obviously, and this would be the first time that Mom Boucher's name was mentioned in Quebec media.
Whoa.
Coincidentally enough, yeah, at the behest of his son's festival. In September 92, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
Festival of Whites.
the RCMP, started a drug smuggling investigation team called Project Jaggy. I don't know what the fuck Jaggy means in Canada. They photographed Mom wearing his colors, full sight, middle of the day,
Nice.
with the right-hand man of Vito Rizzuto,
Like it.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
of the Rizzuto crime family.
The lady will have the Vito Rizzuto.
This man's name was Reynald Desjardins, a different Day-Day.
Oh, I like that.
He's not. This is not Day-Day. It's a different Desjardins. And he was the leader of the. This is Vito is the leader of the Rizzuto crime family, one of the biggest mafia families in Canada. Boucher and this new Desjardins met every Sunday for breakfast, and they spoke frequently on the phone. They're wiretapped. They're aware of all this stuff. Now they start running coke from Jamaica to Quebec City via Venezuela to Jamaica to Quebec. They've got this boat called the Fortune Endeavor. They sail it down to Jamaica. They run it back up to Quebec City, back and forth.
And Jake,
Wow.
that was a gay couple. Fortune was the younger fella. Dever was the older, seasoned, just hardened by the seas, but softened by fortune.
Fortune was the Gilligan in this situation. Y'all know the captain was splitting Gilligan. I mean the skipper. And in August of 93, the boat was unexpectedly going to be inspected by Canadian Customs. So the people on the boat dumped a bunch of coke that was in pipes into the Atlantic.
Oh my God!
And the Hells Angels went back the next day in scuba gear to go find it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, they went and rented scuba gear
Did they
to
find
go
it?
get the coke. They did not. The Canadian Navy got to it first. The Royal Canadian Navy got to it first. I believe this was like, I mean, I don't have the number
for
here,
party
but
or for like just a season.
it was some of their. I mean, they were getting 2,000 pounds of coke at a time.
Oh my God!
I think this was even more than that
It's like the
on
weight
this
of
trip.
a car, right? Like
It might have been like 750 tons. It was crazy.
John, I don't want you to rush this. Do you want to turn this into a two-parter?
I do. I have a pretty good halfway point that I will get to in the next 5 minutes. Okay. So the Royal Canadian got to it first, and Desjardins was arrested for conspiracy for this,
yeah.
but Boucher was not. So now we get to 1994, which is the beginning of the biker wars. Actually, this would be a pretty good halfway point, I think. 1994 is about to be the official beginning of the biker wars.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, I think, I started my timer a little bit after yours. So we're right about at an hour now. Okay, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
you're-
I will mark it right here.
59 seconds.
And yeah,
9
like I
minutes.
said, this was a very dense one. I did not want to skip anything. There's a lot of
I love that you're not skipping anything.
crazy
There's
information
so
in
much
this.
shit.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I like this, and
Yeah.
people listening and watching. If you like, I wouldn't mind like keeping this format where we do like more in-depth
Real
stuff
in-depth
and making it
stuff.
2 parts.
Okay.
So I'm seriously asking you guys if you would like that. I would be up for doing more of that
Yeah.
because I do like this. I mean, this is as captivating as it is, fun to poke fun at.
I'm glad you guys are
yeah.
into this. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, if you guys like these really in-depth ones, let us know in the YouTube comments. Like us on YouTube if you listen to us on other platforms, just audio. Go ahead and throw us a like on YouTube. That'll help out our algorithm big time. And go there and comment if you want to see more of these two-parter-esque.
This is
presentations.
wild. What a crazy story we're into right now.
Yeah, I can't
the
believe.
official start is now. After all that shit is
Uh-huh.
going down, this is when the official war begins.
Yeah, and it gets even fucking bloodier and more gruesome. It's like there's some stomach-turning shit that they get into, man.
I'm so glad I wore all my denim for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Canadian tuxedo.
Could have been wearing this fucking motorcycle helmet the whole time.
Well, sick. Dude, thanks for doing all that work.
Ooh,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, man.
I'm
We
looking
got,
forward to part 2.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into a live stream now, right?
Oh, you already
We
know.
sure are, yeah.
Yeah, so by the time you're watching this, you can go back and watch the replay of the live stream on our Patreon. We have audio and video. And Jake, what do you want to promote?
Yeah, follow me at Jake Tura, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Yeah, how about you, John?
Yeah, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Johnny Delco. And again, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you very much. If you're watching it or listening to it on a free platform with ads, consider joining Patreon. All episodes are a week early and ad-free. No ads on Patreon, and you get a bonus episode every week. So for $4 a month, you're getting ad-free episodes and 4 or 5 bonus episodes, depending on how many Wednesdays are in the month.
And first access is part 2 of this.
You're damn right, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Oh, yeah. How about you,
And
Mike?
piggybacking off of what these guys said, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for becoming a patron. If you're watching this on your phone placed on your wife's lower back as you butt fuck her into oblivion, thank you for doing that. And also consider joining the Patreon, patreon.com/little stinkers. And on top of that, too, thank you to everybody that's been buying my books, bought custom episodes. If you want to do a custom podcast with me, you can get that at onperks.com. And I got a new book that's also available at onperks.com called Rise of the Rain Train. How I bent alcohol, cocaine, and painkillers over the sink and clapped their cheeks. It's a fun, funny book that also details step by step how I unfucked myself and got rid of all those fucking issues in my life. Fucking alcohol was a thorn in my side for fucking Christ 2 decades. Cocaine ruined my fucking life for a while. Painkillers just dominated everything I did, but I really got lucky and a lot of things went right for me, and I detail all of that in the book, and you can get that. You can pre-order that now at onperks.com. And yeah, we're heading over to do a live stream now at patreon.com/little stinkers. By the time you see us, watch the replay, and then there's plenty more where that came from. So we hope to see you guys there. Later, guys.
Bye, everybody.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Little stinkers.